Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are still in Memento Mile as promised, and today we have some more development to do. First thing I want to show you, of course, is we have expanded a little bit here. We've built the Relic River and that is now in entertaining our guests. We've done a little bit of moving around here so that we could fit in this. So we now have our tree, our Aurora Arborealis is in there now, and what else do we fit in here? Obviously we already have the ancient altar. We put that in last episode, but everything is now looking pretty good in here. The Aurora Arborealis though is a botany exhibit, so that might need to move, and we may need to create another area that has some sort of frost in it. But we need to buy a heater and a mister for our blooming buffoon, and I've earmarked this area as a little bit of a botany walk through, so that's what we're going to do. So in here we need to pick up the mister, which is going to increase the humidity level in this space, and we also need to buy a heater, and our heater is in here somewhere as well, if I can find the thing. Where are you? It's one of these, isn't it? That's the heater. So the heater is going to go I mean, it kind of has to go in the middle, doesn't it? Right, so if the plant's health reaches 0%, the exhibit will die, need to be sold. Botany experts will water exhibits to keep them healthy. Now you know how to keep botany alive, we can focus on finding the best quality specimens. A point of interest survey level indicates how well we know the area. A high survey level increases our chances of finding a top quality exhibit, as we know, and we finally have the survey scanner, which is great. So we are going to start by creating 10 survey scanners to begin with. We've unlocked the vine column, metal trellis, candy flower plant, and loads of other stuff there, and we are going to go to our workshop over here and finally start on some new projects. So looking over here, there's the survey scanner. We're going to make 10 of them, and we can then, of course, it wants us to go to Bigfoot Gardens with a survey scanner and then have an average staff happiness above 75%, which should be achievable, but we're going to wait until we've completed that expedition first. Then we need to, what did we need? We needed to create a tour with our man-eating plants. Now, this little space here, I've noticed, doesn't actually get the benefit of the mister, so we're going to put one mister there, and we'll place another mister in this corner, and another one right here. Then, if we just have a look at the heater and see what area that covers, it doesn't quite cover everything, so we're going to place it down here, I think. Then we'll duplicate it and put another one here. So that keeps that area warm and humid so that our plants will survive, and we can then place the folding chap trap, which does need to be near any other botany exhibit, so we'll place that. It says it's not a humid climate. That is though. Then we'll place down the blooming buffoon, which can go right there. I'll move this folding chap trap a little bit further forward and maybe put it there. Okay, good. Let's get some botany decor in here. There we go. We'll put in a starflower, and we'll just kind of make a little bit of a nice little decorative space in this area. So that can go in, and then we can put a few lovely little flowers in. We've unlocked these through research and development on the knowledge level, just from researching these things up to max as much as we can in the early phases. Right, what else do we need for this folding chap trap? That just needs to be near a botany exhibit. That needs to be near a vine column. So again, we will place another couple of botany decor items in here. We'll put this little sign in. Then we can place our basic donation stand in right there. And we'll put in a wide hanging info star. No, we'll put a little slim one in there. And another one right here. Great. Now, do we have dirt? I want dirt. Please give me some. I've never been so, like, right, okay, we must have something here that we can use. It must have unlocked by getting the botany stuff. We've got scaled stones, mottled brown, marble squares. Just need something brown and dirty. I suppose, oh, there it is, dirt floor. It's finally here. So we'll make a little dirt floor that goes up to here and all the way along, and then coming off down here. Then we'll seal off. It can go down to there, I guess, and then come along here, and then we can fill in the blanks there. Good. Right, now, the one problem is this doesn't look quite as nice as I wanted it to, so we'll just change this a little bit, placing it right on the edge there. Then we can move these daffodils just further into the space like that. And then that looks much better, I think. There we go. Great. Then we can set up a tour. I'm actually also going to move this donation stand a little bit closer in. Perfect. Let's get a tour stand in. And a very, very simple tour will start right here. And it will take in these 2 items. There we go. Right, so we will have somebody who can go there, and that unlocks the Norwood, and people can come through. We'll make a little dirt path, kind of goes along here, like so, and then finishes here. So it can go to there, there, and then linking up nicely. And then again, we'll run along to here. This can go to there, and then coming back out like that. Okay, nice. Right, so they've got their little path that goes through. Not too sure about this little jutting out bit, but that we'll leave that as it is. Perfect. Right, now we need to go to Bigfoot Gardens with our survey scanner. We might as well just do a speedy expedition with one of them. And we'll take Spike, and I guess we'll take Violet. We'll make it speedy. That gets rid of that. We might get lost here, but we'll take the risk. That goes. And then we can go and clear the Norwood. What have we got to do here? We can actually do that obstruction. We've also got the Silverback Swamp, which allows us to hire a wildlife expert and display 30 wildlife buzz, but that again is with the expansion. In Norwood, we'll find some dinosaur bones and tropical plants. So we will head off. Now what we do, we need to take a botany expert. So we'll take Luna Petri Dish, and we need to find, we'll take Kylie Bullfrog. That gives us 110% boost to our survey level, and we'll take the survey scanner. Look at that. That is a great boost to our expedition straight away. So there you go. That'll unlock a bunch of levels towards the pristine exhibits that we need, and we will be able to develop this further quicker. Now, there's some food issues going on here because we don't have any vending machines or anything in that location. So let's go and put some in now. We'll stick down a Gubbins machine, and we'll put it right by the toilet here. Not the most hygienic place to put it, but why not? Let's get it in. I'll put another Gubbins machine on the corner here as well. Then we better put in some bins. Let's just have a quick look and make sure we've got some bins there. There's one. Put one right there and one right there. Then we can put in some benches. Do we have a botany bench now? We've got a temple bench. That looks nice enough. Or, no, let's put in the picnic benches, and we'll change the look of them to these little ones here. Then people can kind of sit around the botany area under the heater, keeping warm. And also, of course, they can stay humid. We've got some upgrades that we can apply to our bandage box, but we're not going to do that just yet. Our tour is hopefully bringing in people. We don't want prehistory there. We just want botany because it is a botany tour. We've not had any feedback yet because it doesn't look like anybody is over there. And we have our expedition back from Bigfoot Gardens. It is another folding chap trap, so we'll just put it in our inventory for now. Let's have a look at it actually, because I did notice one of the base buzzers on some of these was maxed out at 60 already. If we have a look here, it's only 25. So this is really interesting. Some of the exhibits, they come in with different buzz levels. So the kind of collector in you is kind of forced to go back multiple times. Now we're going to go clear Swallow Hollow as well. So let's send a botany expert. Wait a minute. We've got the man-eating plant there. I wanted to hold off on that one in case somebody ended up missing in action. So we've got average staff happiness of 75%, what we need to get now. So if we satisfy those pay requests and then just make sure, if we have a quick look at everybody's pay requests, let's get them all done. Then we'll have a look at our staff and the happiness. In fact, what we can do is we can just bump everybody's pay up by 1%. And we'll just keep an eye on things. We have actually hired some staff in the past that don't need to be hired. So I did trim the staff profiling down a little bit, but we still have 19 experts, which is a little bit bloated. Same with the assistants, janitors and security guards. And there we go. Right, we've done that. So, as you progress and your museums flourish, you'll become a bigger target for 2 points criminal underworld. Security is our only hope in the face of inevitable thievery. Nowadays, museums use the latest technology to deter prospective thieves and catch guilty parties in the act, but you can't beat the classics. The security chair seats one security guard and allows you to keep an area under constant surveillance. We've also unlocked the photosynthesizer as well. Okay, and the security chair, which we can now place. Now, it's telling me to buy 2 security chairs, so we are going to go ahead and do that. Let's just take a look, and we will place our first security chair right here. If I can fit it in. Yep, there we go. And then we'll place our second one. Where can we put this next one? I reckon it kind of needs to go over here, facing these exhibits, like that. There we go. That's better, much more vigilant, but it could be vigilantier. Place security cameras around the museum to deter thieves. Security cameras need to be placed within range of a camera room, and for that we need a qualified security guard. So this is where things might start getting a little bit more difficult because we need to place our camera room down. Now, I do have a saved camera room. If I go to my blueprints, I'm just going to place the camera room. And then we'll employ a security guard in that camera room. Now, I'm going to put it there. It's not perfect. We do have to sell some items in there because I don't have them all unlocked. So I'm just going to go ahead and have a look. I've got plenty of kudos, so I will unlock them. And then we know that they're all done. And obviously it looks like there's something else we need to put in there. We do need a security guard trained in security to go and work in that camera room. And I thought we did have one, but I think that might actually just be strolling surveillance. So it's got nothing to do with their ability as a security guard. And that's, again, strolling surveillance and photographic memory. So not too good there. We're going to have to wait for a new applicant to come in. So we'll dismiss those guys. And then we need to place 4 security cameras within range of a security room. Now, this isn't something that I'm bothered about right now. So I'm just going to put all of these in. And then once we get a security guard employed in there, we'll just get rid of the security room. And we can try and get by with the security chairs at the moment. We're making a lot of money per cycle, so it's not too much of an issue. We did just make $28,000 monthly profit, so being able to put in a security room could be useful. The only issue is it would likely mean that this area here needs to go, and we'll need to move that somewhere else. Now, we've got plenty of survey scanners being made now, which will boost the survey level of our expeditions very highly. And Norwood is being one of them. That once they get back from there, that'll be really, really useful. It is taking quite a bit of time, probably because I wasn't speeding things up. We've got a lot of people who are thirsty as well, so, maybe it's time. I think what the best thing to do is, once we get to a point here where we can't go any further, we redevelop the entire museum before we move on. I think that might be the best idea. So we are back from the Norwood. Let's see what we've got in our crate. It's the stink plant, and that needs 5 stink spores, so it does impair the nearby environment. Needs to be in a hot and humid climate, so we're going to send that to our inventory for now. Then we will start a brand new expedition, and again we're going to go straight back to the Norwood, which we know there's some dinosaur bones there as well that we can discover. So here we will take spike lentils. We will also take Kylie bullfrog. We will also take a survey scanner. That's 180% boost, which maxes out this entire thing. If we do detailed, it'll take us up to 190%, but I think safe is probably our best way forward, because 180%, that will take us right the way to the top of the level 3. So they can go off. It'll be a much quicker expedition as well for us. And let's see if we've got a security. There we go. Henry Trossock. In you go. And now the museum is safe and secure. You're ready for a 2-star evaluation. I've shared the latest objective from the Department of Culture. So once you've discovered a new exhibit theme, you can introduce it to any of your museums. Of course, we know this. Even exhibits of the same theme, like fossils and dinosaur bones, can have totally different requirements. Know what you're dealing with by checking an exhibit's subcategory. Post a job from the hiring menu to find an expert in a particular theme. We know this. And we need a monthly profit of over $3,000 for 3 months. So I'm just going to get rid of this security room. We don't actually need it. And then we can actually sack that security guard. Sorry, Henry, you don't have the traits I need, really. Bye-bye. You've been here for a very, very short space of time. We'll just call it a trial. That didn't go too well. An average monthly profit of $3,000 over 3 months is probably the easiest thing that we are going to achieve in this, so the 2-star rating will not be far off at all. We are at Norwood, and there we go, we've done it. You're gaining quite the reputation, but you'll need a little more success before the county will give you a 3-star evaluation. See what you can do at your other museums and come back later when you've increased your curator class. So we need to get a 2-star rating in 2 museums to boost our curator class and receive bronze in the County Archives pop-up exhibition. We've unlocked the bandage box level 2 and the morsel men machine, which is a great item for hunger. We've got the poster stand, we've got the toy stand, and the cafeteria has also been unlocked. So we can't actually progress any further because we need to get curator class. We need to get 2 stars in 2 museums, which means I think we better start planning out a redevelopment. And we're not going to do that until we've got all of this up and running. So we're going to need to go back to Norwood a few times, and we're also actually going to have a look over here because it looks like Stink Swamp, we need the Silverback Swamp, we need the wildlife expert for, but we can go to Swallow Hollow. Bigfoot Gardens we've maxed out, so let's set up an expedition here. This does have the man-eating plant thing, which could lead to MIA. We need plant camouflage, and I don't think we can actually get that yet. If we just have a quick look in here in the workshop, you can see there's no plant camouflage there, so we can't actually do that either, which is a shame because I would have really liked to have gone there. So it looks like we're just going to have to do the Norwood stuff and then move on because nothing else can be cleared in this location. And the only other thing we could do is start something Digiverse related, which I'm not going to do just yet. I'd like my Digiverse stuff to go somewhere else. Ideally, this would go in the Science Museum or the Space Museum. Probably the Space Museum. Over in Scorched Earth, of course, that is the Fantasy Finds expansion, and I'm not keen on starting that just yet. There was a lot to do there, and I was really enjoying it, but I'm not, we're not going to go there just yet. So it looks like all we can do, really, we could take the risk with the MIA, but I really don't want people to go missing. I'm quite happy with the stuff that I've got, so Norwood is what we're going to max out today, and then it'll probably be a good idea to clear the decks and start our redevelopment. What I am going to do, though, is build some blueprints. So I think that's probably the best thing for us to do today. So I'm thinking like toilet blocks and other little blueprints that we can use to really quickly build in this museum. We're going to place that in our inventory, and then we're going to have a look. We can upgrade our bandage boxes and stuff now, so that is good. We've got 2 items here. The stink plant, we are going to research this smaller one, and then again back to the Norwood, setting that up. And now that we have maxed out the research level on this, we can actually just take some slightly lower skilled staff members. We will also, the tropical storm is because it's the wet season. We don't need to take the survey scanner, so we'll take the, let's go with Speedy for 1, and then we'll go back and we'll just have a look at, because we've eliminated fighting foliage. We've got Jane Phantom there who has survey skills. We can take Antonia Molar, but we then run into the monobeast nest, which could give us an illness. So instead of that, we will take Spike Lentils. Then we will take the first aid kit to remove the injury. That's it. That's a good setup. Then they will go, they will find new items for us, and they probably won't be pristine as we want them, but we can at least start collecting the dinosaur bones, and then we can now build our room blueprints. So the first thing I want to do is I want to look at gift shops, and rather than having one gift shop for everything and taking up a load of space, I think I'm going to make some specific gift shop and have multiple gift shops throughout my museum. So we're going to do a 4x4 gift shop, and I'm just going to have a look at what we can place in here to try and cope with the demand. Now the checkout counter here, I'd quite like to put right by the door there. Then as people walk in, they're going to have a little spinny stand. Then we want to put the toy stand in. Now the toy stand can have anything in, so we'll place that right in the middle. Then the plushie stand, we're gonna, let's just say for example, we'll make this the prehistory one. So we'll put prehistory plushies in here. Got a crate as well. I don't want to cancel that, so just hang fire please. I'm going to open my crate. The nibbled-on skeleton. Right, great, that's good. So we'll put that in. I think my, yes, that didn't work out, did it? Never mind. So stink plant has been analysed as well, and we've unlocked a hyacinth there. So we'll go back to Norwood, where we know we're maxed out. We will take spike lentils, we will take, who else do I want to take? Antonia Molar, and the first aid kit. We'll make it speedy, and off they go. Perfect. Right, okay, so this time I'm going to slow things down while I build this, because I can do the other stuff off cam. So, 4x4. We'll place the door here, right? And then we can put the desk there and the spinny thing not there then. Maybe the spinny thing can go there. Yes, good. Then we'll put the toy stand in the middle. We want posters for Botany. Not Botany. We want posters for prehistory in the corner there. Then we want to place a prehistory bookcase right there, and we will also place a general bookcase in here as well. Then we're going to take a plushie stand from prehistory, and that is going to go at the back there. And I think that is everything in terms of decorative stuff for prehistory. Then we're going to put our prehistory posters in right here, and we're going to place one on that wall. We'll just change to the next one, place it there. Then another one will go here, like that, and our last one will go by the bookshelf. Okay, so then rather than putting in like general books and stuff, is that a prehistory bin, a dinosaur bin? We'll put the bin in as well. Right there. I think that's good. We could put in some general plushie stands, but I don't really want to do that, which kind of makes the general bookcase seem a bit redundant, but I quite like it like this, so we're going to leave that in. We'll stick an ambience speaker on the wall, and that ambience speaker will be for prehistory. That takes us up to 5 in our decoration level, but I do want to put some more stuff in here, particularly some prehistory decorations. So the vine wall, and we can run some vines behind the onesie stand, which I think looks quite nice. We'll stick a couple of tusks over here by the poster stand, and a wooden wall torch in there and here. We'll confirm that. Then what I want to do is I want to just change the decor. So we'll customize the room, and we will put the ancient diamond tiles in, and let's get some wallpaper. What wallpaper can we put in? We could do ancient symbols. Yeah, that's nice. And then let's just do some different flooring, because we've done that already. We don't really want to do it again, unless we place some faux wood all the way around the outskirts of the room, like this. And then I suppose we could change the middle to something else. So maybe in the middle we have... I don't really want the ancient stuff, I guess, if we can help it. What about the cave bedding? No. Desert bedding? I quite like that. Yeah, it looks like an ancient temple of some description. Unless we went with like cave grey on the wall or cave sandstone. Let's just have a look at what that looks like. Yeah, I like that actually. That works. Okay, cool. Then I want to just go back into this room. I want to edit the room a little bit because I'd like to put some windows in. So we'll put some largish windows in by the counter. Then we can place a window at the back there and a window here. And then I'll just move that speaker to there, confirm that. We know that it's prehistory. Then I'm going to save this as a blueprint. Gift shop. Prehistory. Or PH. That'll do. PH gift shop. Great. Then what I can actually do is I can just duplicate this, and we can maybe just change around the decor in this room. So we'll sell that. Perfect, that's done. Then we can build our blueprint. I don't know why I sold it. There was no need to do that. So we'll place that down again. We don't actually need to duplicate it at all. So we're going to keep the general bookcase in. We're going to get rid of the prehistory one. We are going to... Can we change this already? No, it just stays in. We'll remove all of the prehistory themed stuff. And then we better add in botany. And we'll also add in, I guess we could do the water theme, I can't even remember, the marine life theme. But we also do want to move some things around because I don't want it to have the same layout in every single bookshop, in every single gift shop. So we're going to change some things around a little bit. So I'm going to start by moving the checkout counter, and we're going to move that to this back piece here. Then this bookcase is now going to move into the corner, probably like that against the wall. Then we will add a brand new bookcase into this location as well. So we're going to take the botany bookcase here, and we're going to place that like that. Then we'll take a botany poster, and we'll place the botany posters right next to the bookshop. Then a botany plushie. Something's going wrong here. There we go. Botany plushie in the corner. Like that. And everything kind of now is around it. Then we just need the botany onesie stand, which will go right there as you walk in. We've got the speaker that we can change to botany. We've also got the toy stand, which is already in the middle. And then we can place a botanical bin, not by the door. What about here in the corner? Lovely. Then we are going to add in our botany posters. So we've got one here that can go just above the bin. Got to advertise the things that we're selling. Put another one there, and then another one here behind the counter, and our final one there. Then we've got that little corner space there that I want to decorate with something. So if we go to botany, we can put in the little pillar here. Then I guess we can place in some little stands here. What about, where are we at on our decor in this room? Oh, it's at 5 already. Perfect. So we're going to edit the decorative stuff in here, and we might as well, let's go with, where's the jungle floor? Because I quite like that. We could go with grassland. No, grass floor. Jungle floor. Yeah, I like the jungle floor. Unless, actually, let's do the middle as like a sunken temple type thing. So we'll go with this. Then on the outskirts, we will take the grass or jungle bedding. There we go. That's nice. Right, look at the wall then. We want this to have a bit of a temple theme. Unless we've got, like, what's this? Dungeon moss? Should we try that? That looks pretty good. What about grassland vista? That kind of works quite nicely, but I already do have the jungle vista in. What about smart grey? No, don't like that one. Wild wallpaper. Kind of works. Wishfell brick. No, I liked the temple wall type stuff with the little bit of moss coming through. This one here, dungeon moss. Yeah, that's nice. Good. Then we can save this blueprint. So this one is gift shop. Botany. BT. There we go. Good. So we've got 2 room templates there created for gift shops, and both of them are fully themed and ready to go. We've also had a crate come back. It's another part of the nibbled-on skeleton, so we'll just speed up again, and we need to head back out on another expedition. This is good. I'm liking this. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish designing my blueprints. We're going to continue these expeditions until we've maxed out all of the stuff here, and then I will see you next time. So once again, thank you all for watching. We're going to go over here and look at this new but quite empty part of the museum. It will all be adjusted soon enough. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.